helmet versus full helmet. The ultimate most safe at all times. This isn't it. For the most safety conscious, this is the only choice. Now that I've purchased both a full face helmet and a half face helmet, both being of the same brand, I thought, well, it may be time to go ahead and talk about it. My other helmet liner was starting to degrade, and it was rather, I'll just use the term mushroom shaped. This one is a little bit oddly shaped too. However, this little bill here, I'm trying to decide if I like it. It does come off, and just with a couple of screws. This potentially could cover some sunshine, maybe some rain on the visor. So although it's not my favorite look, because it to me looks a little bit like a polo horse jockey's type of helmet. If it helps in some way, I can overlook the way that it looks. But I'm not fully protected as a full face helmet would do. But there always is a line about what really fully protected is, because even a full helmet doesn't protect your neck, for example. So at whatever point you stop with the gear, your risk starts. And there's a fellow rider. I really like this about it. The fact that it has a visor, but it actually fits over my eyeglasses. Make sure it's forward and not leaning back on my head. Definitely enjoy a half helmet breeze on a nice day like this. It's hot, humid, and I can still feel the breeze. Now I'm looking for a real storage solution for the full helmet on a long ride. But I just simply want to put it away on luggage. I've got a cargo net, so that's probably what I'll use on an upcoming trip. If you look for that, I'm gonna do my long West Virginia trip that I've been looking forward to for some time, and I just couldn't get away from work to do it. Now I'm going to go solo up to, well, through East Tennessee, up through Virginia, into the West Virginia mountains, and I couldn't be more excited about it. I think I'm geared up. I have a tent in case I want to stop. I'm certainly willing to stop at a hotel as needed, but I'm not very good on planning. I don't know if that's a really great thing or a really poor thing. That's just the way that I kind of do it. And whatever happens, for good or bad, if I make a bad decision, I'm supposed to be the first to see it, y'all. Half helmet is obviously more convenient, a little cooler. There's some advantages, some disadvantages. It came with some little pads that you can snap in, and the reason I do that is because it allows for communication. There's a little pocket for speakers, and I have yet to install those because I have yet to receive them. But that's soon coming, this week in fact, and I'll have a comms unit that I can hook up to this. But it also comes with the means to like plug in these, remove it and plug these holes and just make it just a more typical motorcycle helmet. So it also has a little added airflow that I didn't have on my prior half helmet. So I think this is going to serve me well. The padding, it's comfortable. But I really like the visor. The visor is undistorted through the vision, and the airflow is nice. And this helmet also has this little carry bag. Probably won't be using it very much, but well, it might be handy actually on the road. I can throw that in without concern for it scratching the helmet. Just lay that out. Drawstring, kind of handy. You don't think about it until you need it. This one happens to be modular, and raise it. Of course, I've got this little additional lens. Covers the glasses easily. It's really nice. I can lock it down. Got the cardo unit there on the side. In this case, I've got a modular with 3/4. LS2 helmets, half and full, have worked very well, and I'm pleased with it. Someone commented on a Klim jacket that I wore. I made a little bit of a comment on one of the videos, but it was a pretty new purchase at the time, and so I didn't really have a whole lot to say about it. This is the best way to show it. The Klim jacket has pads, a little pocket, and this rather thin but sturdy liner here. I call it rubber because I don't know if it's rubber or another, but it feels like it. Not terribly heavy, but a little bit weighty at the same time. There's a back, there's pockets here for shoulder pads, although they're pretty small, you don't really notice them, and also in the elbows. So starting with the Klim jacket, it's 90 degrees here today, and I can still wear it, and it's not unbearable. It keeps the sun off of me. I have mesh pockets that can be opened up. This one actually is, can allow airflow, especially when the bike's moving. Now, sitting at a stoplight or for an extended time, it does get warm, but the air has to be moving in order for it to be comfortable. But for the most part, that's the idea of riding a bike anyway, so. So the jacket does a nice job of protecting. I haven't had to use it, thankfully. Hopefully I never will. But those extra means of protection are there for added safety. And I like the kind of the tighter look of this jacket too, frankly. I've enjoyed that jacket. I've had it on from I think the mid 50s early this spring until 90 plus. It's a beautiful day, so I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this ride.